Hello, welcome back to the film god Zack Snyder, his number one fan. I just came across this article in The Guardian by Ben Child. It says, a world-weary, hard-drinking, hungover Supergirl. This could be James Gunn's DCU master stroke. Bullshit. It says, as played by Millie Alcock, the Supergirl trailer shows Kara Zor-El looking burdened and traumatized. Does this mean that the DC universe is getting darker? No, it does not mean that. It means it's getting sillier. It means it's getting dumber. You know what I'm saying? It goes on to read, since James Gunn's Superman became the biggest superhero movie at this summer's box office, the world has been waiting to find out what the rest of the DCU sandpit will look like. Now, with a debut trailer for Supergirl, we have our first proper glimpse on this evidence. The new Kara Zor-El lives in a brave new universe of gods and monsters that reflects her loneliness and fury right back at her. Now, I'm going to stop right there. That is fucking bullshit, Ben Childs. You know damn well James Gunn had to scale, first of all, the Superman 2025 box office. Superman, it failed. $42 million loss. No coming back from that. $42 million loss. But then you talking about gods and monsters. Brave new universe of gods and monsters, when he knows damn well James Gunn had to scale back his gods and monsters, two-phase bullshit to just the Superman family. That's why he's done nothing but announce his shitty projects and then announce Supergirl and Jimmy Olsen. Like, what is Ben Child talking about? Let me see. It says, Millie Alcock's Woman of Tomorrow may not be like anyone we've seen on big or small screens before, which is impressive given how often Supergirl has been wheeled out over the decades. Helen Slater's 1984 version is now widely regarded as a kind of sun-bleached Reagan-era artifact, a well-meaning but terminally camp experiment. I'm stopping right there. I don't give a fuck. But no, unless it's just a totally just bad film. But I still haven't watched Supergirl 84 either. But I would go watch Supergirl 84 over Supergirl 2026 with this sucky actress, no-name actress, Millie Alcock. Yeah, I would go back and watch the Supergirl 84 film over this James Gunn DCU bullshit. Now, let me get back to the article. It said, Millie Alcock's Woman Tomorrow may not like anyone we've seen on big or small screens before, which is impressive given how often Supergirl has wheeled out over the decades. Helen Slater's 1984 version is now widely regarded as a kind of, I just read that, let me see. And Melissa Barnett spent 6 seasons headlining a Supergirl series that was warmly received by its audience, but rarely intruded into the consciousness of people who actually buy comic books. I fuck with Supergirl TV, you know what I'm saying? I buy comic books, I'm a comic lover. I fuck with all DC TV. CW, fucking Krypton, Sci-Fi, Black Lightning, both Bad Girls. Like, I don't care what nobody say. I'm a DC fan, and I fuck with DC, but I just don't fuck with DC blindly. I'm not fucking with DC if the wrong person is helming it, i.e. James Gunn, Peter Safran. They fucking suck. And now we finally got a new director in your universe, and the movie still feels like one of your fucking movies. It's like, what's the point of having another director? Fuck you, James Gunn. Let me keep reading. It says, The new film is heavily aligned with Tom King's Bleak's Elvis 21-22 miniseries Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. In the comic, Kara does not arrive on Earth as a baby. She is sent off after the infant Superman with the explicit job of looking after him once she arrives, but her mission fails catastrophically and she is left to watch Krypton die in front of her eyes. The trailer shows us a Supergirl who seems older than her 23 years, hard drinking, perpetually hungover figure who does not have the luxury of Superman's hopeful outlook, who arrived on Earth traumatized and burdened by awful memories. Nah. I'm sorry. That's not enough. That's not deep enough. I don't give a fuck if it happened in the comics. That's the comics, movie, okay. The comics they can get about it. Movies, Supergirl. First of all, this shit just too funny. Supergirl drinking at all. Supergirl being able to get drunk by any type of substance at all. It's fucking stupid. Like, I hate female drunks anyway. And then you're going to turn Supergirl or using an interpretation of Supergirl who's a fucking drunk. Everything that is in the comics should not be fucking adapted to live action when you ain't got the right explanations and you don't know what the fuck you doing. Or if you, especially, this shit is crazy, man. They saying she's a hard drinker, perpetually hungover figure. Doesn't have Superman's hopeful outlook. It's because she's burdened that she saw Krypton taken, the city, Krypton destroyed, or the city taken, and she couldn't do nothing about it, so now she drinking. That ain't enough, bro. That's not deep enough. That's you know what that's, I swear, I don't think this Supergirl 2026 film is gonna make any money. Nobody's gonna watch it, gonna wanna see it. It's like people are just accepting it because of the S.H.I.E.L.D. critics giving it good raves. Ooh, James Gunn, a new great movie from James Gunn. You don't have to worry about it being dark or edgy. You can just go have fun and laugh at shitty jokes and mediocre action and fuck that. You feel me? We need the realness back. We don't need cheap, undercut, underused versions of DC characters, man. It's just real. A drunk Supergirl is nothing but a fucking annoyance. She better have a lot of character development in this film, in her film, 2026 Supergirl. She better be drunk just for the first act. If she go into the second act still being a drunk or wanting to be a drunk, especially when she around some little girl with a sword, it's like, come on, bro. Like, and then, like, I just do not believe in this film. Millie Alcott, nothing against her, but I don't have to like her because I don't. You know, just being honest. You know what I'm saying? She can go do any other role, be great, but she's not Supergirl. She's not Supergirl worthy. I've already made a video about Millie Alcott not being worthy of Supergirl. Now, let me keep reading to see what this is, because we know from the comic that the film will see her reluctantly enlisted by a young alien girl, Ruthie. Guess that's that little girl who was seeking revenge for her murdered father. This is likely to drag Kara into a grim vendetta wherein godlike powers offer no clear moral advantage And being the strongest person in the room turns out to be the least useful skills she has. Okay? There are also hints that the DCU's vision of the DCU's vision of space beyond the borders of the solar system will look nothing like that the one Gunn invented with Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy films. Ruth is a child who wants revenge. Not rescue. And this is the perfect, desolate cosmos for a story that could boast heavy space Western vibes. Wow. What the freak. Heavy space Western vibes. So they bring in Ruthie from the comics. Like I said, we all know what it is. This is half Guardians of the Galaxy, half Woman of Tomorrow. And Woman of Tomorrow is just there for the reference. I wouldn't be surprised if 60, 40. It's going to be 60% Guardians like Guardians feel shitty jokes and 40% Woman of Tomorrow comic, the look and the actions. But it's going to be a trash film. Millie Alcock sucks as an actress. It's just my opinion. I'm not hating on her. It's real shit. It says, if so, this will be a sea change from the way space was dealt with in the pre-Gun DC era, when it was seen as more of a looming threat than an actual place alien gods arrive to punch Earth, not wander forgotten worlds. Supergirl instead suggests a cosmos full of moral dead zones and abandoned frontiers, the kind of place where hope doesn't travel well. Man, you can try to make this shit sound like it's something good, fun. Listen, guys, this is James Gunn. The movie will be fucking trash. Look how his Superman 2025 will come out. Did come out. Look how it came out. It came out a studio version, and he's still the one in charge. How the fuck is that? How do you not get your director's cut? Especially Superman 2025 was his first. Let me think. Hold on. Was his second DC film, but his first DCU film, and he couldn't even put out a director's cut of his own fucking. Fuck James Gunn. Fuck Millie Alcock, respectfully, and fuck the DCU. We do not want it. We don't want her. She's not Supergirl. James Gunn is trash. It just is what it is. Like, come on, film god Zack Snyder, #1. His #1 fan. See you next time.